largest power of 2, 5, 7, and 13 that is a divisor of 100 factorial. So the best way to do this is to find the formula that has the largest power of a prime number that divides n factorial. So that's going to be our v sub p of n factorial. So this answer, this formula, will give us the power of 2, 5, 7, 13, etc. So we're going from sum k equals 1 to infinity, the floor of n divided by p to the k. So starting with prime number 2, how many times does that go into 100 factorial? So we enter in the formula, n is 100, p, the prime number is 2, sub k. So we plug in k equals 1, we get the floor of 100 divided by 2, plus when k equals 2, we get 100 divided by 2 squared, which is 4. And then we go to k equals 3, that's going to be 100 divided by 8. When k is 4, we get 100 over 16. K is 5, we get 100 over 32. K is 6, we get 100 over 64. And then if we do k equals 7, we get 100 over 128, but the floor of that is going to be 0, so it doesn't matter to include that and then anything beyond that. So we can stop at 100 over 64. So then we simplify. So 100 divided by 2 is 50, 100 divided by 4 is 25. But then when you do 100 divided by 8, it's 12.5. And when you take the floor of that, it's like the integer part, which is 12. 100 divided by 16, it goes in 9 times fully. 100 divided by 32, it goes in 3 times. And then 100 divided by 64 is only once. So adding all of these guys up, we end up with 97. So moving on to 5. 5 is going to be our prime number this time. So we're going to use the formula, sum from k equals 1 to infinity. The floor of 100 divided by 5 to the k. So again, we're going to look at 100 over 5 to the first, 100 over 5 squared. But it doesn't make sense to look at 100 over 125 because that's going to be 0 when we take the floor of that. So we only care about the first two. 100 divided by 5 is 20. 100 divided by 25 is 4. That's going to be a total of 24. So remember, these guys are going to be the exponents. So we're looking at the factors. So we will have to do an extra step in a second. So let's move on to 7 now. We have floor of 100 divided by 7 to the k. So 100 divided by 7 plus 100 divided by 49. And then if we do 100 divided by 343, which is the next term, that's going to be 0. So I'm not going to write it. And then we see how many times 7 go into 100 fully. It's going to be 14. And then 49 goes into 100 fully twice. So that's going to be a total of 16. And then finally we look at prime number 13. So you have floor of 100 divided by 13 to the k power. So that's 100 divided by 13. 100 divided by 169, which that doesn't work. That's going to be 0, so I'm not going to bother. So that's going to be a total of 7 times. So to summarize, the greatest factors, the greatest, largest power of 2 that is the divisor of 10 factorial is 2 to the 97th. The largest power of 5 that is a divisor of 10 factorial is 5 to the 24th. And the largest power of 7 that is a divisor of 10 factorial, 100 factorial is 16. And then for 13, it's going to be 7. So it's 7 to the 16th, and then 13 to the 7th. So these are going to be your final answers.